Hola, buenos dias. So I'm still here in Costa Rica. Sorry, I just woke up, so I'm a little bit of a mess right now, but I just kind of wanted to knock out this video. I know I said I'd be doing a video about my time here in Costa Rica, and I will. But actually, a week from yesterday, so in 6 days, I'll be going to do an ayahuasca retreat, which is crazy. So it's something I want to talk about because a lot of people are wondering why I would want to do something like this. So in short, well, let me first say what it's going to be. So I'm going to, on Saturday, I'm going to be doing one ceremony, and I'll be staying there the next day. I'll be working with San Pedro cactus, which is, it's like mescaline, or I guess there's mescaline in it, and that has a balancing act with the feminine ayahuasca. San Pedro's masculine, or masculine. So they say ayahuasca is the grandmother, San Pedro is the grandfather. So that'll have a balancing effect, and then that Tuesday I will be doing another ayahuasca ceremony before heading back to school and back to my life, which will, I don't know how that's going to be, but I'm looking forward to it. I know going into this that I'm ready. Like, I always in my life saw myself eventually doing a ceremony, but I thought I would have to be like 30 or even like 40. I was like, I never felt that I would be ready this young, but I am ready now, and I just know that. I can just feel it. Something about it is just calling me. I've been on this spiritual path, and I finally know that I'm in a place where I can do this. And I guess what I've learned is, like, you have to kind of, in listening to other people talk about their ayahuasca ceremonies and their experiences, from what I understand, like, you have to surrender to it. And my understanding of how it's going to be for myself, at least, is that so your spirituality would be kind of like within yourself, and it's like wrapped around all this shit. It could be fear, it could be material goods, relationships, these things that keep you from yourself, from your inner happiness, from your inner spirituality. And you have to, instead of avoiding those things and letting them pile up, you have to go through them, and in going through them you'll find your inner spirituality, your inner peace, your inner happiness, and that's all within yourself, but you just have to get to it, and all these things on the outside keep you from that. And so I know that sounds very hippie-ish, crazy, but that's kind of my understanding of finding happiness, is working through all the exterior bullshit in our lives. So I've worked through, I had more to work through than I realized. I had kind of found, or at least understood spirituality earlier this year and found it in a sense, but there were still so many layers keeping me from it. So some of those layers were fear, my past relationship, and just expectations, I guess, these things that were keeping me from, like, getting to, I don't know how to explain. It's hard to explain, I guess, but I guess these things that were closing me off from my own happiness, and that were getting in the way. It's so I feel like I've worked through enough layers where I can go through ayahuasca and work through whatever other layers I need to work through and really get to that center, that internal peace, that internal happiness. So that's what I'm going for. I know that once you get to the center, you got to keep working on it, because layers keep building, and you got to keep going through them, and you can't just let things pile up in your life, that be it emotions, fears, material goods, anything that's keeping you from yourself. So anyway, I know all that sounds probably like a lot and like maybe hard to grasp. And I guess if I heard what I'm saying right now, if I heard it as myself a year ago, I'd be like, what the fuck is she talking about? But we'll see how I feel after the ceremony. And I plan on taking, well, I don't really want to take a bunch of photos because I want to really focus on my time there and focus on myself. But I plan on doing a video about it, talking about it, because I feel like there's going to be a lot to talk about. I'm setting a few intentions going in, like finding my purpose, figuring out who I am, finding my purpose. I would say healing my heart, but I feel like my heart is healed from my last relationship, but I guess that's also another thing, is your heart can always, you're always going to have some residual damage from your past to work through. So I'll set my exact intentions the day I go in, because I'm sure, like, my intuition will tell me what I need. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's like crazy that I'm doing this, but it's also not that crazy because I'm not scared at all, which I guess in itself is crazy. But I've overcome so many fears being here. Like, I had this huge fear of heights, and I was like afraid. I didn't trust myself. Like, it's not that I didn't trust other people. Like, if someone else, or if like let's say I was on a roller coaster or something, I trusted that I would be okay. But let's say I'm near an edge of something and there's not a railing or something, I didn't trust myself that I wouldn't fall. And it's like I've learned to trust myself, that I can like hold myself, that I'm okay. And I don't know, I know that sounds like a big leap from a fear of heights to like trusting myself, but it was kind of connected for me. So anyway, I'm learning to trust myself. I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to love my life and everything else. And so I'm hoping these ceremonies will push me even further to where I need to be, push me even further to myself and to my own happiness. Yeah, so that's it. Next video should be about my ceremony and my experiences. I might end up doing 2 videos, maybe 1 per ceremony. I might also talk about the San Pedro, but this is like such a fascinating topic to me right now because I'm going into it. But for anyone who wants more information, like, subscribe. I'm going to be probably doing quite a few videos about this, and then I will definitely be talking about my time in Costa Rica, which is probably going to be like multiple videos because there's so much to say. Costa Rica is a beautiful and amazing country, and I've had like seriously some of the best times of my life here. So I'll be back with that soon. Anyway, bye.